What's happening?
What up? What I ain't even know we got down with live yet, boy.
Oh yeah, we
I was
live.
ready to start looking, digging my teeth and stuff.
Oh no, don't do that. We live. What's happening, y'all?
What it do? What it do? It's Sunday,
Episode
Sunday
21. We in the
21 Devsky
building.
in here.
It's on me today. Y'all already know.
She said, what was she gonna talk about?
It's like a personal topic, but the topic that I have today, I feel like as a listener or as a watcher, if you're watching this behind the scene, that you should take today's topic and apply it to yourself. Even for us, right?
Every episode I
mean, I do too.
Yeah, I just don't crumble the bread up and don't eat none myself. You know.
I like
Yeah, shit. If you can't eat none of your own bread, you crumble it up. Then shit, ain't nobody else want that shit.
No, that's true.
It's just like that goddamn auntie that can't cook. Niggas be like, "What Auntie Carol cook?" We don't want none of that shit.
Nah, I feel you. We gotta eat our own shit. That's deep. That's deep. But I want to talk about growing up, like grow up. Like that's if I had a title, it would be grow up, like for real. And the reason why I say this, the reason why I want to talk about growing up, we halfway through 2023, and
Yep.
Come on, cuz we halfway through 2023, right? And like anything, nothing changes if nothing changes. And I want to talk about growing up because at the end of the day, whether we are intentional about growing up or not, time is passing, right? Like each year is passing, each month passing, each day, each week is passing. We're getting older. And what happens is we get older, right? Time changes or time flies by. But do we really grow up? And when I say grow up, I'm talking about like, do we change our behavior? Do we change the way we talk?
No, you just get older, but the cycle still stays the same.
You understand what I'm saying? And I kind of wanted to talk about that today. I wanted to really talk about that because if you're listening and you're just like, yo, the first half of this year sucked, or the first half of this year was great, like whatever, however, wherever you stand, there's always room to grow. There's always room to grow up. And I feel like growing up is a personal thing. And that's why I started off by saying, take this message today with all of them.
Yep.
And apply it to yourself. Like, what areas can I grow in? Because you're getting old.
Yeah, but first, before you can even grow, bro, you got to admit you got a goddamn problem in the area.
And that's the fact.
That'd be one thing. Like, people will come at you and try to talk to you, and try to guide you or just give you their opinion. But you'll fall out with a person that's trying to help you grow and make your, because they seeing what you ain't seeing. It ain't all the time when somebody trying to give you constructive criticism and some old bad stuff or this, that, and the third. You gotta, sometimes, man, people from the outside can see what you don't see. Because you thinking that you're doing everything right. And you wondering why you ain't growing. Because you ain't doing everything right. It's a lot of times I said, my wife would tell you, I said, all right, babe, what you tell me what we need, because I can't see everything.
Yeah.
And if I'm trying to grow, especially I'm gonna grow with my wife. But if I'm trying to grow outside that circle, I gotta be able to grow with all the ups and the downs. You can't goddamn go have all your ups and then you like, oh, I'm on top of the world. But you had to grow to get there.
Yeah.
But after a while, your growth gonna stop.
Yeah.
So you gotta have somebody that's gonna be able to tell you the right thing. Because we got enough people that feel they growing and they growing with negative energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You only gonna grow so far with negative energy. You ain't gonna go to your peak with your negative energy. Because when you bring that negative growth around, ain't nobody trying to grow negative. Everybody want to grow positive.
Yeah.
And you got to know how to grow. It ain't just like we had that topic last week about blending.
Yeah.
Growth is the same thing. It ain't just about your job or you trying to get your business or just anything. Growth can be anything, man. Just the mindset in your house, the mindset with your kids mindsets. You gotta you damn near you gotta have growth just to drive to work.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying, and the thing is, right? If we could find ourselves in cycles, me and you were talking about this earlier. I'm talking about cycles with like people. You handle situations the same way. You expect the outcomes to be a certain way, but it'd be a cycle, and like it ain't so much the person, it's more yourself. Like, when do you come to a point where you like, you know what, I gotta do something different. I gotta grow up. I gotta change. I gotta make a better decision. I gotta like be more wise with my energy or more wise with my time or finances. This has nothing to do with like growing a bank account. I ain't talking about growing. You could grow money and still be a kid. You understand what I'm saying? Mentally, this ain't, you know. Go ahead.
It's the growth topic on every aspect. It ain't just the growth on the money aspect. So that's what they need to realize. You know, if you taking this topic and you just automatically run into the money aspect side of it, then that shows you.
Yeah, that's a struggle.
You got to figure something out, because I know there's something in everybody's life that they can grow up on or do better with, except for money. Everybody got that. Even these goddamn billionaires, trillionaires, they still got to grow up some type of way, because there's only a certain amount of stuff money can buy.
Yeah.
You got to have growth on certain levels and certain things that you're doing to get to the next level. You can have God can drop $1 billion in my lap right now.
Yeah.
Now, if I ain't got the growth to know how to handle that $1 billion, I'll be sitting here looking stupid as hell by next year.
But that's what I'm saying.
You gotta have the growth.
That's what I'm saying, because like time flies. So I read this thing, right, and it was saying how, you know, every 11 months you should be seeing growth, right, on a mental, emotional, or physical level, because, you know, the 12th month is you're a year older. So we celebrate birthdays and we're like, oh, hey, it's my birthday, I'm turned. You just turned, let's say, 23, but your mindset still when you was 14. You understand? So what the excerpt was saying, I believe it was from Entrepreneur Magazine, y'all. My fault. I don't have the correct source, so don't, you know, hold me to this per se. But the point was, every year we should be seeing growth, like in ourselves, mentally, physically, emotionally, like making better decisions, doing things differently, you know, handling situations differently. Because even for myself, if I could be honest, I find myself I'm not gonna say throwing tantrums, but I find myself being like, bro, like, you still get mad over that shit, or you still do
everybody do
you know what I'm saying?
Everybody do that, man. Everybody do that. Like, if there's a person in this world that just say they don't do that, they're a goddamn lie.
Yeah.
Everybody do that. But that just show you still gotta have growth. Everybody gotta have growth. There's only one person that I know that shouldn't have growth. And that's the Lord and Savior.
I think his name Jesus.
Whoever you believe in.
Yeah.
Anybody else that he created that clay and that dirt to build.
Yeah.
Negro, you need growth. You gotta grow. Don't sit there and be like, oh, I got everything figured out. Because the first motherfucker that got everything figured out, the first motherfucker who's gonna start shit. I mean, you gotta have a concept of where you're trying to go, but you still gotta be able to know how to grow. You can't grow by yourself.
Yeah, that's deep.
You can't. If you're an entrepreneur, you can't grow because you need your consumers.
Yeah.
If you're an employee, you can't grow because you need your job, you need your coworkers, you need your CEOs and all that.
Yeah.
Family, you can't grow if you got this kid doing this, or you got this person doing this, or you got this husband doing this, and this wife doing this.
Yeah.
Just like I said, just simple as driving. Hell, what if everybody got on the wrong damn side of the road?
Yeah, because they just doing
somebody got to know how to grow to have the common sense to say, damn, hold up. Ain't nobody over there. Let me take my ass over there.
Yeah.
It's when you think of this topic is really just them couple words meaning a lot. Like grow. It ain't just growing like mindset to be bigger and better.
Yeah.
You got to just be able to grow every way, every aspect, everything. You know what I'm saying? Even something as simple as just opening the door.
Yeah.
You sit there and you always think, man, you can just push this door, it's gonna go right open.
Yeah.
Then that one day that the maintenance man fixed that door and you fix it and you walking, guess what? Your head to hit right into that motherfucking door. So get the mindset that you gotta grow. So every time you open the door, turn the knob anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just with life, just because you have a mindset and you think you knowing this, you gotta turn the knob occasionally to make sure that shit ain't fixed.
Yeah, that's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like you saying, like get out of that just, I don't want to say routine, but you know,
that's what it is.
Yeah, routine, you get stuck on your level. You know, you mastered it, and shout outs to that, because like, you know, some of us did have to survive and come under this and come out of that and blah blah. So you feel like I'm Gooch now, or I'm straight.
But
I know this.
One step of growth.
But that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep elevating. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep elevating. And like you said, it's beyond money. I just felt like we needed to really address this today, because we are halfway through this year. You understand? And if we don't make changes, I'm talking about all of us in the positive ways, not for more money. That's crazy. but for peace. You know what I'm saying? For new relationships, for anything, for health, mentally, emotionally. If we don't make changes, bro, 2023 is gonna look exactly like 2022.
Yep.
You understand? And then 2024, you're gonna be saying the same shit you've been saying in 2023 because nothing changes if nothing changes. You understand? And so growing up, really like acknowledging where you are in life and being okay with that and doing better from it. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
We 30s, 40s years old, 30s and 40s.
30s.
Well, I'm 30s, 40 years old. You understand?
My mama got some gray hairs.
Cut it out. I got grades, and
but that grade come from growth.
It's wisdom.
Yeah,
grades are wisdom. No, you good. But you know, we're in this age group or whatnot.
Yeah.
And where we are with our kids, y'all know we got 8 kids blended. Where we are, we can't compete and look at and this 40-year-old doing this, or this 33-year-old woman is going to France right now, this and the third. We in our lane. You understand? Mm-hmm. And it's the same thing for you. And that's a part of growing up, knowing where you are, right? And being realistic about that shit. And then growing from there.
Yeah.
You understand? Okay, I can't compare myself to this age group or this group of women or this or this. I can't have a girl group. I got 8 kids, bro. How am I gonna distribute my attention between my husband, my 8 kids, my business, and still be a good best friend? That's not realistic. It's not realistic. And so I feel like part of growing up is like really knowing where you are. Where are you in life? And then building on that shit.
Yeah. And one of my biggest pet peeves, I always say it, you got to stay out there rearview mirror, man.
Yeah, that's deep.
Everybody be want to talk about growth, but you still talking about stuff that you had and did 5-6 years ago. That's gone. That's over with. Yeah. Because if that growth was the lane that you need to be in to grow, you will still be in that lane.
That's deep.
So why you over here in this lane, over here in the slow lane with us? You need to jump back over in the fast lane. But you can't go over in the fast lane because guess what? Either the fast lane outgrew you or you feel you outgrew the fast lane.
That's deep.
And once you feel like you outgrew something, what the hell you started looking in the rearview mirror for? So that's how you know you mentally not growing, when you started looking in the rearview mirror to see if that traffic coming up behind you in the fast lane now. If you growing, you mentally know, shit, I'm doing 90. Ain't nowhere in hell.
Yeah.
My past catching up to me right now.
Yeah.
So you started checking. You in this mirror. Hell, half of y'all got down looking in the mirror so damn long, you coming off the road. You got to stay in front of you if you're trying to grow, man. Yeah. You got to know when to turn your turn signal on. You got to know how to get over in this lane. You got to know how to make a goddamn U-turn. You got to know how to put it in reverse and parallel park. All that's coming with life. I mean, the growth. I'm using those scenarios for growth. You know what I'm saying? Stay out the rearview mirror, man. A lot of people, and I found myself when I was down on my luck, and I'm like, oh man, such and such got this, or damn, bro, how such and such get that job like that, man?
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
Can't worry about that. Yeah. I just got to worry about my growth. I got to worry about I'm on first step. I ain't even trying to, me personally, I want my growth to go step by step. I don't want to go from the first step to the fourth step. Yeah. Because see, now if some shit go wrong and the rain ain't coming and pouring down on you, you ain't growing like you need to, and you have to go back down to third gear and you take that step back. If you ain't never been on the third step to see how the third step gets you to grow, how the hell you gonna go back to it and still be able to mentally be able to?
Yeah, that's deep.
Gotta know how to grow and stay out the rearview mirror. Only use that rearview mirror when you're switching lanes. So basically, what I'm meaning when I say only use that rearview mirror when you're switching lanes, when you feel that you're growing, don't forget about it because the past gonna be there. You already got that in there. I don't need you to start looking at that. That's over with. It's happened.
Yeah.
But use your rearview mirror to get over safely to try to get to your next level of growth, of growing. I mean,
that's deep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta stay that rearview mirror, bro. Everybody want to always use that rearview mirror for everything, putting makeup on, everything. But you gotta really use the rearview mirror for growth. Yeah. Growth, growing. Yeah. That rearview mirror is a son bitch, boy, if you're using it the wrong way.
I'm trying to tell you. I mean, you can look back to see how far you've come. But
I don't think it really,
yeah.
But you ain't gotta.
But it ain't something you gotta be like.
Yeah, like, oh no, I gotta hurry up. I see my neighbor over there. I knew we would have got this new Benz. Now he just pulled over. For what?
For what, bro?
You ain't growing if you still competing against a motherfucker.
Yeah, if you competing with somebody, that's deep. If you competing with somebody, you are not grown. Kids do that.
Nah, you ain't growing.
You ain't growing, bro. If you spending your energy trying to outdo somebody else, something's probably wrong with you. On top of like you just really off and you wasting your life. To be honest, you really wasting your time. So don't.
Have them people that you compete with. In their house, in their roof, they feel they growing. They don't give two damn.
Yeah, they don't care.
Bro. Like, come on, bro. Y'all gotta stay in y'all own lane, business wise. If you know this really ain't your business, and you feel you just doing this because you feel you can do it better than the next person, you still ain't. Yeah, you may make a couple dollars, but you still ain't gonna grow because it ain't nothing that's really in your lane. That's deep. It ain't really in your lane. You know, you gotta stay in your lane. Is your lane. Your growth is your growth. Now, how far you want to grow, that's on you. But me, I'm trying to grow every damn morning. Every morning I get up, I'm damn near goddamn. I'm like how you do with the little kids, how they stand up on the wall and you put how high they is. Shit, every morning I'm trying to goddamn stand up on the wall to see if I done got a little higher. I don't want to see shit going negative way. I need everything going positive. That's how I want to grow. You know what I'm saying? And goddamn, I got somebody with me that's trying to grow. Yeah. That's another thing as adults.
I was gonna say that
you gotta have somebody that's trying to grow with you, bro. Yeah. You can't goddamn have her or me looking in the rearview mirror and she trying to grow. Yeah. You can't bring negative and positive together and think you're gonna go somewhere. Negative and positive ain't gonna do nothing but equal it out. Yeah. And you're gonna stay in the same boat. You're trying to figure out, hey, why every time Georgia Power come around, we ain't got no money or this, that, because both of y'all gotta be in the same lane to grow. Y'all got to be on the same speed. She can't be in 5th gear and I'm in 4th gear and we say we finna grow together. Yeah. Because with that being said, if she in 5th gear, guess what? That means she either got to slow down for me to get on her level, or I got to speed up and miss something to get on her level. That's deep. So y'all's growth, you got to have growth mentally to grow together. You can't be with somebody and still try to compete with them.
Yeah, or we say, I used to call it together single. So you end up you together
to pay bills.
Yeah, you together, but mentally you single. I gotta do this for me. I gotta eat. I'm trying to stack bread. If you in that dynamic where you with somebody for, I want to say convenience, just know you're using them. Yeah. Or if they with you for convenience, just know they're using you. Ain't no winning using. Just FYI. No one wins if people are getting used.
For people who are in a relationship and they compete against each other, look how your growth was going when you was by yourself. Yeah. Because everybody can sit back and say, God damn, boy, I feel like I was doing so much. Even though I was stressed the fuck out, I was doing so much better when I was growing by my goddamn self. And if you feel that way, you got to figure out how you can get back on the path of growth. That's good. Stop trying to rely on the next person's growth. You know, even as a husband, I don't rely on my wife's growth.
No, he really don't.
You know what I'm saying?
He really doesn't.
At the end of the day,
which is good.
My wife's growth is my wife's growth. Yes, my growth is my growth. Yeah. And at the end of the day, anybody's growth is gonna come to the same household.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
So what I'm gonna go out here and compete with I know I ain't no what kind of speaker that thing on Instagram that they call?
What, that motivation?
Yeah, see, I ain't no motivation speaker.
Bro,
what I like
getting in that category, bro. I just be talking.
I understand that, but y'all got a title for that in 2020.
You
know what I'm saying? Like, I feel, me personally, I feel that I have little quotes and little things I can tell a person. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I know that ain't my lane. You know, I have to stay with my lane. Now, my wife asked me to speak on something. You know what I'm saying? I got enough growth and have picked up growth from her, how to speak and how to do what I got to do to get on here to do it. Yeah. So really that growth is what I learned from her. You see what I'm saying? So you got to have a mindset to grow, but you can't grow on your own. You can't. It ain't going to happen, bro. That's big. Don't give a damn how much money fall out the sky and fall in your bank account.
That's big, bro. And get around people that want to see you grow, that'll tell you about yourself. You know, he tell me about myself in a productive way. I'm not talking about that negative, derogatory.
Tell you that dumb ass shit.
None of that. But out of love, because they really want to see you like do better. He tell me like you're doing too much.
That's all I be like, hey. All right, let's just slow down. Yeah, I know you got a whole lot of bright ideas. Yeah. But let's let the light bulb burn out on the first bright idea before we jump to the next bright idea. Right. Don't put the second bright idea on hold.
Yeah.
You got to put that's why I know she be big on damn, what's that thing you be doing?
What?
On the board, vision board.
Oh, the vision board.
The vision board. See, everything is the vision board is your growth.
Yeah.
And you got to take steps on your growth. Even though I'm over here doing this, but I still got my vision board on my growth that I want to do. So you got to stay focused on your first thing and then go from there. Because even with me, hell, I was trying to do trucking. I called myself was trying to do comedy. I was trying to goddamn on just do little other stuff on Instagram and do flyers and stuff. But at the end of the day, only one thing at a time gonna get 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, you can give it 90 or 80, but just imagine how fast and what kind of growth you'll get to if you was able to give it 100%.
Right, and that takes growth.
Yeah.
You understand? Like that takes growth. First of all, it took growth to even receive that, because about 6, 7, 8 years ago, I wouldn't even be able to hear correction and criticism because I felt like I knew everything. And if you knew me back then, you probably know, like, yeah, you couldn't tell her shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't tell me nothing. And now I'm the type, tell me, teach me. I don't care what you think about my hair or my accent, and that's irrelevant. But if you could teach me something, please teach me, because I want to grow. He teaches me all the time. He already know. I come to him for everything because I want to correct me, please. Am I wrong? Teach me so I can grow. And that needs to be a mentality. Nothing's going to change. We've been saying this the whole time. Nothing's going to change if nothing changes. And you are the change. It ain't the government. They doing them. You understand? Mm-hmm. We ain't talking about political parties. We ain't talking about none of that shit. Church, none of that. It's on you, bro. It ain't your pastor job. It ain't your boss job. It ain't the bestie. It's your job, bro. Look at areas in your life that you're not, I don't want to say happy with, but I'm going to say you're not complacent or comfortable. You want it better, or you believe it could be better.
Yeah.
Attack that thing. One thing at a time. Like you tell me. One thing at a time. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't happy with my weight. I began to work on that. Not just for the weight, for my health.
Yeah.
He'll tell you, I used to complain to him about what, babe? Heartburn, everything. Like everything was an issue. Then when I started working on health, do I complain about heartburn?
Nah. Jamaica, y'all see this stomach, boy? I ain't got growth on that part.
Cut it out, bro. I'm just saying.
But
that's a part of growing up, though.
But before we ended it, though, you had said something. I didn't want to interrupt you, though.
Okay.
But even how she say that she be asking me something.
Yeah.
But as a man, and I know I want to grow too. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I have to tell her, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
you just gotta versus trying to feel like you the one that know every damn thing. If you feel like you know everything, you ain't got growth. I tell her, hey, we just gotta try it and see what happens. If it fuck up, okay, we go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, that's good.
But it's like I said, I don't know all the answers. I'll be like, shit, at this point, babe, let's just try it and see.
Yeah.
And just let's go. But if you with somebody feel like they got every goddamn answer, y'all ain't finna grow. Ain't nobody got every goddamn answer. That's why all these businesses got so many different levels and offices and people they hire because they ain't got all the answers. They had the bright idea of how to get the business started, but how do you keep the residual coming?
Yes.
So
that's deep.
That's my topic on growth.
Yeah, I love it, bro. Let's grow, y'all. Let's grow. We got 6 more months in this year. Let's level up.
Level up.
Not just talking about money, mentally, emotionally, physically, anything. Relationally. Let's level up. So grow.
Peace.
Love y'all.
Grow.
Peace out.
Up.